Hello and welcome to my channel. We're gonna be playing Ark Survival Ascended, but today we are making a little tutorial video on how to play Ark Survival Evolved or Ascended. We are in Ark Survival Evolved because it has a survival guide, which tells you what to do for the game, kind of like a little tutorial for the game. But first and all, um, you want to hit the options buttons. Get your graphics if you're on PC. Change your graphics to how you want them. But the most important is either keybinds, how to move left or right, you know, interact with things. And those who are on console, you probably don't need to mess with your graphics, but you probably want to know how to use your controller to move left and right, jump, use the inventory, stick, stuff like that. And then let's go to the survival guide. Introductions. Hey survivors, welcome to the Ark. Before you get started on your epic survival adventure, there are a few basic things you will need to learn about the game to give you the best possible chance at surviving. Alright, let's go to user interface. Overview. The right hand side displays your HUD and it will primarily inform you of your experience, weight, thirst, hunger, stamina, and health. When appropriate, it will display your torpor and whether something is harvestable. But to HUD, the right hand side will display any status effects your survivor is currently affected by. These can include buffs, debuffs, weather related effects, and conditions. Radio wheel. The radio wheel is an interface which allows you to interact with specific entities in the game. It can be found on creatures, structures, and players while holding the use key. Inventory. Survivors, creatures, and most structures have inventories. At the top of the inventory, you will see two tabs. One tab is for your item storage, and the other tab is for crafting new items. Below the two tabs, there is a search bar for your filter, your tab, as well as some buttons which will help you manage your inventory. At the bottom of the inventory, you will see your quick item slots. You can place items in here to make them quickly accessible. Your inventory also displays your currently equipped items, which you will see visible in the center. Experience. Survivors and creatures gain experience points throughout gameplay. As you gain experience, you level up and gain stat points, which can be spent to improve your survival skills. Points can be allocated in health, stamina, oxygen, food, water, weight, melee damage, movement speed, fortitude, and crafting speed. Engram. As you spend your stat points, you gain engram points, which can be used to learn the required knowledge to craft new items. From a primitive tier to a modern technology tier, each survivor has a limited amount that they can learn, and some engrams may have prerequisites before they can be unlocked. Stat points and engram points remain permanent unless you create a mind-wide tonic, which will function as a reset to both your stats and engrams, returning to you the points which you have spent. Alright, crafting. Harvesting. Before you are able to craft an item, you will need to harvest the necessary materials. You can harvest the items by interacting with objects on the Ark. When you are first starting off, you will want to pick up stones, punch trees for thatch, and pick berries from bushes. As you progress through the game, new tools and creatures will become available to you to assist with harvesting, allowing the process to become more efficient and refined. Right, crafting. Once you have acquired the necessary materials, you can craft the item in the crafting tab. Shelter. Due to the dangers of the Ark, it is critical you build a shelter to stay protected. You can craft basic structure pieces in your inventory. Upon crafting a structure, you will want to pick a good spot to place it. Consider your location, how close you are to resources, what or who lives nearby. Are there any points of interest you will want to consider? If you think you have found a good spot, you can begin the process of setting up a base. content, it is better to build right away and move later on when you have advanced further. Placement. After you have placed the first foundation, you will be able to snap other structure items to it, and then your base will begin to grow. Tiers. As you progress through the game, you will unlock new tiers of crafting. You will be able to upgrade your base and defense. Crafting station. As you reach higher levels and unlock new engrams, you will find that some new items do not appear in your crafting tab. This is because they are crafted at a crafting station. Some of these crafting stations may require fuel to use, such as gasoline for the fabricator. These stations will have distinct inventories as well as distinct engrams letting you know what you can craft, assuming you have the engram knowledge. Let's go to creatures and taming. Creatures. Creatures on the island can be tamed and used for multiple reasons such as transportation, hunting, traveling, harvesting, storage, defense, and companionship. There are two main methods of taming a creature: torpor taming and passive taming. Alright, torpor taming. Torpor taming is the process of rendering a creature unconscious and feeding them to raise their taming affinity. Once they have reached maximum taming affinity, they will successfully tame. To knock a creature unconscious, it will need to gain significant amount of torpor from combat. The most common tools survivors use to knock a creature unconscious are slingshot, tranquilizer arrows, tranquilizer dart, clubs, or even their fists. To keep a creature knocked out, you will want to feed it narco rays or narcotics. Applying damage will also work, but this will affect the taming effectiveness, which is how powerful the creature will be when tamed. Creatures lose effectiveness from taking longer to tame as well as damage they have taken when unconscious. Passive taming. Passive taming is accomplished without raising the creature torpor. The key to this is feeding it until its taming affinity has maxed out. If the creature takes damage or becomes hostile during the period, you will lose affinity and may be forced to start again. To begin the process, simply place the desired meal in your last quick item slot, walk up to the creature from behind and hit the use key to feed it. Some creatures will always be moving, others will be approachable, and some may be aggressive if they come into direct face-to-face contact with you. Passively tamed creatures lose effectiveness from taking longer to tame, as well as interruptions during the taming process. Exploration. Navigation. Arcs are quite large and can take many hours to explore. The key to navigation the enormous environment is to recognize landmarks such as obelisks, caves, or mountains, as well as which biomes they are found in, and correlate this with your minimap. The coast regions are the safest area to navigate. As you move deeper inland and further up into the high altitude area, the difficulty of the map will increase. Fully explore the arc to uncover its secrets and discover the hidden artifacts found in the caves, and use the outlets to challenge and conquer the guardians so that you can unravel the mysteries of the arc. Explorer notes. Explorer notes can be found in hidden places throughout the arc. These notes are journal entries left behind by other survivors that have also been stranded on the ark. Each survivor shares their story about all the adventures and encounters they experienced while on the ark. Well, there you go. That is the little tutorial guide I'll be doing. We will be starting soon on the island, the first island, and we will be teaching you a little bit more there. So, but of course, if you're gonna be doing your first gameplay and you're trying to do it by yourself, I recommend doing it by yourself before watching any of the videos. Now, play around with it a little bit, and then you can watch the videos and learn a little bit more while you're at it. But that will be it for this. Thank you, and let me know what y'all think of my survival guide. Any ways I can improve them, and that'll be it. I'll see you on my series for the art on the island.